It is the 20th of December. Welcome to the 44th Nodfast.
We are one less this evening.
We are just two. Josh is away.
He's in Tucson.
Like Jim Lehrer was tonight.
Oh,
Josh
he's away.
Is away.
Which means he's not here.
And now to the headlines.
Troop surge in Iraq.
Yeah, it looks like Bush seems to be latching on to this troop surge idea.
Which sounds like an undirected goal, like a goal for the goal's sake.
Right.
That we are putting 25,000 troops in, but we don't know exactly what they'll do.
We don't really have anything for them to
Except
do
probably
yet.
get injured.
It's sort of like when you're the new guy and stuff isn't really set up for you at your job. And
so you just stand around.
You kind of hang out, which is the most uncomfortable thing you can really ever do to a new guy.
A new job.
It's
like,
just like,
hey, just
hang out,
we'll
man.
get you some stuff.
Here's a mag. You want to read a magazine? Here, read this. This is kind of about the company. You'll learn stuff.
Last full-time job I had, the first few weeks were like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, read this manual.
Oh, man, come on. Really?
Really? This is how much you have planned for new employees? And you wonder why you have turnover problems?
See, the thing is, I want to show that I am, I want to do my job. Is what it is, and that's what I came here for.
You won't tell me.
And
what
now
it is.
you're giving me things to read. Not that it's not interesting, but
do you
it's
have some training?
Can I work, please?
I filled out my benefit stuff.
Because before this,
I've got an email address now.
Before this, I was at a place and I didn't work so much. That's why I left that place. I'm not trying to say I'm a workaholic or anything, but
Yeah, you want something
plug me
to
in.
do. Give me some work.
Yeah.
Can I have some work things to do?
So there's going to be about 25,000 of those guys going to Iraq. Who, unfortunately, what the problem is, what will most likely end up happening is
just get blown up.
Right.
More people get blown up.
See, when I go
you send people to mill around with no goal.
When I go to a new job
targets.
and they don't have anything for me to do, I don't get shot at.
Right, because the place you work at doesn't have roadside explosives.
Yeah, no. I don't worry about things blowing up on the way to work, which is good. I like all that.
Yeah, your walk would be different.
It really sucks that there are so many people that
there were sidewalk-side bombs on Paul's walk to work.
Well, but I mean, just seriously, that is part of so many people's daily lives. It's a shitload of people too, man.
Oh yeah,
it is a fucking shitload of people that their daily lives is like fuck. I hope the road doesn't blow up. People? Yeah, well, and yeah, exactly.
And Baghdad is big, has a bigger population than all the rest of Iraq combined. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, it's just a pretty. The place is much. Unfortunately, it's all being, the heaviest of the blows all going to the Iraqi people, but it's definitely becoming a Vietnam-like meat grinder. I mean, it's just.
We have different camo now.
Yeah,
it's a different war.
Right.
It's not a jungle.
Not a jungle. Right. Yeah. Somehow.
Guys aren't smoking pot.
Right. Right. So,
no one in armed forces does drugs.
Colin Powell's crawling out of the woodwork.
Yeah, they let him out now of his cage.
Oh, by the way, yeah, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, they think this whole troop surge thing is a pretty bad idea. I think
basically because they think there should be some purpose.
Yeah, it's sort of like give the new guys something to do or don't send them. So Powell's coming out of the woodwork right when now that Rummy's gone, which is just I think fabulous. It's like, yeah, guess who's back, bitches?
Well, and one of his things is he's saying that the increase in troops is basically just a number
trick. Yeah, it's sending guys earlier.
It's an Excel spreadsheet
trick. And holding guys longer. Sending guys earlier.
There's no people there. More people there.
So
just the same people there longer.
So, and which actually think about how that folds quite well into Bush's decision to wait until after the New Year, after the holidays, to decide I want to keep troops there longer so I can do a troop surge. Interesting timing, I would say.
I don't want to do it before Christmas.
Right.
Then people wouldn't have their holiday.
Because then my approval rating would go to 2%.
-5.
-5 approval rating. We found.
I don't know how this happened.
Extra 5 people.
I think it means the computer hates him.
Yes.
On top of the vote being very low.
Exactly.
Because this doesn't make statistical sense. But we think it's the lowest value we've seen for his approval. -5.
Yeah, so our buddy Bush got an answer to that smart-ass Colin Powell.
Yeah?
Man, you think it's a number? we're gonna make the military bigger.
And by
We're
that,
going- we're
he
going-
means,
that's
he
what we're
means
gonna
some
do.
sort of growth ray.
It'll be exactly a Marvel comic book type situation.
What?
Yeah. I have found the growth rate to make all of our troops very tall.
20 feet tall. Like, doesn't that make them a bigger target?
They are giant
But they're
Amazon
giant.
troop men.
20 feet tall. But doesn't that mean they can't use any of the military equipment we have? Because it's
right.
wasn't built for 20 feet tall people?
But man, they're scary looking, aren't
They're
they?
big!
Yeah, shock and awe. Let's do it. No, I think he's saying more people in the military.
Oh, actually,
yeah,
more people.
Yeah, I think
How's he
I
going to
think
do that?
Well, he's president. It's done. I think he just says it. It's sort of
And
like
then suddenly
it's-
people in a certain county
it's
become
kind of
in
like
the military.
it's kind of like Cheney's theory of declassification, where if he says the thing that was
declassified?
classified, it is now by his mouth
by
moving
his magic power.
magic power of vice presidency.
Declassified.
It is now declassified. It's sort of like Bush. I just increased the size of the military because something, man.
Blah.
We going. By the way, we watched a press conference with Bush earlier this evening, and
The
gone,
extended version.
gone is a verb the president uses. By
And
the
that
way,
doesn't refer to that weird variety show.
no, it's gonna shortened to gone.
Oh.
We gone.
We're going
That's what we gonna do.
buy a new car because the old one.
Very much a southernism.
Oh,
I got to say.
But his brother doesn't speak like that.
No, because his brother is kind of like has like a bit of a brain, and actually,
His dad doesn't speak like that.
you know why? His dad. Well, here's the thing. It's funny you mentioned dad and brother. I recently read something about dad literally breaking down in tears recently talking about Jeb because he has always been so disappointed that Jeb didn't get elected to governor first, so he could run for president before George.
He had to run the retarded one.
He had to run the retarded one first, and
Was
he
he
and
crying
I
about
think
this?
because I think he's
Because
really
of the failure, because of
the
what's
failure, and I
happened?
think he's really upset about Iraq. I think he's really upset
'Cause
about.
he wouldn't have done this.
No, well, this is
would've
what.
gone there
Well,
and
this is
kicked
why Jim
his
Baker's
stupid
trying to get
ass,
involved now, and now he's watching his son thumb his nose at Jim Baker, which can't be easy for that guy to do. I mean, so it's pretty.
So where was he crying though? Where did you hear this?
It was.
'Cause that's a big deal.
It
It's
was
not-
no, it happened, man. It was in regular media.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about that.
yeah.
That's
I'll look up a link for it here in just a
cool,
bit.
Cool.
But yeah, so we gonna increase the size of the army and the Marines specifically. None of
I
them.
don't think you're gonna get more people to enlist. They have like all the reserves over there. It's not
Well,
like
yeah,
we have like
and-
so much extra military laying around.
And you pretty much
I was
have
talking
to have
about
a.
how we need to just pull out of Japan because Japan is actually talking about how
Yeah.
they would like to have their own military, partly because of crazy Kim Jong Il.
We need to redirect.
They're like, we're not going to wait on the U.S. We're right over here.
Yeah, we
You
need
guys
to make
don't
a
seem to
military.
give a shit right now,
Right.
but China and I are right over here, and we're not going to deal with this crap.
We give a shit.
If he has crappy
lot.
missiles that only go a few hundred miles, that could fuck us up.
Speaking of Asia, we just normalized relations with Vietnam.
What does that mean?
Bush actually signed that one into law. He used the magic pen on that one.
Normalized.
Normalized. We have normal trade relations now with Vietnam.
What does that mean?
That means we trade with them like
We don't have
we trade
sanctions
with Germany.
anymore, so we had sanctions.
Well, we had a non-trade status, I believe. It was we don't
So
talk
we-
to you because we've been fighting. We've
But
been
we
fighting.
we bought stuff from them.
Like what?
I don't know. We didn't buy shit from everybody.
What are a bunch of Vietnam? Maybe not directly. We
We're probably through some French company or something.
Oh yeah, through other companies you could buy Vietnamese things in this
Yeah.
country, no question. But you could not. We were not buying them directly. If
So some other country made them profit. Some other third party from
what,
another
but
country
what this
made
really
them
means,
profit rather
well,
than,
yeah, probably.
I mean, that's
but,
all those things do, quite frankly. in most
well,
cases.
that's a lot of the cases. But no, what this really means is we'll be selling a lot of our shit there.
You think?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
What? The intellectual property stuff?
I
'Cause
mean,
all
we'll be
export
doing
is, like-
business.
all we export is cotton and raw goods, like shit like that. as a
no,
country,
but technology. Think about the technology implications. The whole point is it's another market that the U.S. can get into in Asia now.
all we export is like friggin' media, though,
Well,
as far as that stuff goes.
yeah.
And then it gets to countries like that, they don't give a shit about our copyright.
And we try to sell cars there. We're trying to sell cars in China. Have you
We
seen
can't
that?
sell cars here.
Yeah,
U.S. company can't.
No.
So what do you think they can sell them in China?
it's
I don't
what they have to
understand the
try
US
to do.
consumer. How the hell
I
are you
think-
going to
I
understand
think-
the Chinese consumer?
I think if I had to say, I think Ford and GM are going to end up getting bought out by Honda and Toyota. Honestly,
Why would they even want to buy them?
because manufacturing and
Manufacturing or brand?
brand. It'll be both. It'll be like an AT&T.
They'd have to close down
AT&T
half of their
as a
factories or
company
something.
doesn't exist anymore. They are just a brand now that SBC
Yeah, a new
decided
brand company.
that SBC took the
That SBC bought.
bought and
get
took
its
the brand
name,
of.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that stuff will happen eventually because I don't think the American automakers are going to pull it out, unfortunately, this time. I think, considering all the changing in fuels and all that shit that's going to have to go down, it's just not going to work out.
That's why they need to build hybrids and battery-operated electric vehicles, and then you worry about the infrastructure wherever else.
GM killed the EV. What was the EV one?
Did you watch that
project?
documentary?
I didn't
just watched it.
I didn't see the documentary.
Who killed the electric car?
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's messed up. They actually took just about every manufacturer. Honda did it.
Yeah.
I think did Toyota have one, but I know GM did it. They took these cars and destroyed all of them.
Why?
Smashed every single one of them. They had people who said they wanted to buy them. Like so many people who leased one because you couldn't own one.
You had to lease it.
So many people who leased one loved it and wanted to keep it, and they had a charger at home, and it wasn't a high maintenance vehicle.
Right.
Like it was a.
They literally killed the idea.
They didn't want it. One of the conspiracy things people said is they didn't want people seeing it and wondering because it just makes too much sense, and people see it and they're like, why don't I have one of those? That's
right. That's what I need.
But what it came down to was basically GM cannibalizing themselves. Like they had people who were in charge of the EV1 and like selling it, and
right?
Like, people who were like jazzed,
right?
Like the marketing people and people, local community people that were salespeople,
right? They were like
they
way into it.
They said they got at the end of it, like Mel Gibson, in order to get one, somebody had the representative had to fill out like his resume and say why Mel Gibson was worthy of getting an EV1 because this was a chick that was out of LA and she basically said the only people she wanted to get them out into famous people's hands so that they'd be seen,
right?
So that
kind of like what ended up happening with the Prius and all that.
Have people fill out forms like famous actors and stuff fill out like a request to be in a lease. Like request the privilege of leasing this vehicle. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But no, they finally found like the last 70 of them or something. Yeah, in a parking lot in some GM storage facility and like petitioned and picketed out front and offered to buy them.
And GM took them and destroyed them.
Yeah, like the last of them. It's like what the? I mean, the whole point of an electric vehicle is that it doesn't matter where the power comes from, and you can make it better. It can be coal, which it is for electricity in most places now, but you can make
electricity from efficient. Anything.
But yeah, you could have a fuel cell generator at your house, that made electricity that charged your electric car.
Right. It makes that help.
People are doing conversions on Prius. They're doing plug-in hybrid conversion for a Prius, so that means that you can plug it into your house as well.
Oh wow!
And charge it up so that in a lot of cases you're just running off a battery.
That's really
cool.
You're
never running off an internal combustion engine.
That's really cool.
But if you decide you want to go on a trip, it's got the range. And that's
what those things are all about too. Getting you to that point, and that's the other nice thing. It's like it's great for if I was just driving in town. That's all I'd use is the electric stuff. I wouldn't even want to start the car. I would only want to start the car if I was driving out of town. Start the engine. I mean,
the engine portion of the
the hybrid experience.
Yeah. And you can. I mean, there are people that sell aftermarket, but the thing is, they're almost the price of the car.
Yep.
They're like $10,000-$20,000 to do a conversion, but it's really cool. I mean, if you think about first, it's going to last longer. Second, seriously, almost all the driving I would do would probably be battery only.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
Like it's more efficient.
Yep.
Then we have all this problem where we're like, well, we need to use hydrogen. Well, we don't have a real good source of hydrogen.
Yeah, and we don't really have a perfect way of, and hydrogen's crazy, like dangerous.
It's not really dangerous because it's transported as liquid hydrogen.
Right.
And if it gets out, it's so light that it just floats away. It's not like gasoline that'll pool.
That'll pool and then burn. Right.
Like it's
that's
way,
cool.
it's
Yeah,
actually,
I guess that's
It's actually chemically safer than gasoline.
Okay. Wow.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
But
so
it is crazy explosive. People just think Hindenburg, but it's not a big balloon.
I guess we
tanks.
Not to get back to the Iraq story again, but I guess we did kind of miss one little
we did
point about that. General Abizaid, who's been in charge of that whole dang Middle East thing, is out of there.
Because he told Brummy that he was going to be there until the beginning of 2007, that he's not staying any longer.
Yeah, and that's no.
That's why he did it.
That's
Did he come out of retirement to do it, or?
I think he was maybe part of the stop loss program for a while. I'm not sure, but I think he's ready to be done. And who could blame him, especially after this most recent round of decision making? So, oh man, what's this about? Are we going to actually see cell animation?
After what? It's been a few years now. I think Disney has announced that they're going back to doing hand-drawn, two-dimensional animation.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that Pixar will do the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
Because they bought them.
There you go.
It makes sense.
Absolutely.
People miss that stuff. You don't want everything to be CG, and that's what it was all going to.
And well,
I mean, at some point, maybe it won't be a big deal. Like, the quality won't be a big deal because you can make it look like...
But real quick, with everything being CG, everything starts looking the same is a problem.
It's not necessarily true. There's an Aardman CG movie that came out recently.
Right.
And it looks like the Aardman stuff.
That's cool.
It looks like the claymation stuff to some extent.
That's cool.
Not claymation, but stop action.
Right.
Animation. Which, I mean, that's where the advancements will be in.
Yeah,
computer generated.
But I guess.
But I don't want to miss. Like, look at stuff that Japan still does.
No, I agree. No, definitely.
That stuff's freaking amazing. It's not all CG.
No, it doesn't need to be. It never has. It's a
science fiction-y movie that will use it because it makes sense. But
sure. Well, or use it where it makes sense is the other thing. I mean, it's sort of like what
Lucas syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. Totally Lucas syndrome. People just freak out over this shit, and it's like, okay, it's great, but it doesn't replace your traditional way. Your completely traditional way of making movies because you're just going ape shit over this thing that you could suddenly do.
Well, there's gonna be a point where it looks so good that they try to replace actors with animation.
Speaking of Evan Bayh.
Evan Bayh basically, I think, decided that he was not popular enough.
Yeah.
Around the country to run for president.
He's not an actor.
It would have been a good.
Nor is he animated. He is a policy wonk, and he's always been safe. Actually, he's always been kind of a pretty safe.
He would have been a good candidate, but the problem is nobody knows who he is.
So
he has to study for a few years in the public eye.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to.
Well, I did see recently that he cropped up right before the announcement. He would crop up.
Yeah.
In policy discussion.
Yeah, well, and that's okay and all,
what he does.
But a lot of people don't follow that. I mean, honestly, Gore's if for someone that's not running for president, Gore did the smartest move he could do and got into media and made a movie about something he really cared about.
That he donates all the profits.
That he doesn't even take the profit from. So, if you want to talk about a guy that, I mean, and I'm not saying that Gore would be a great president right now or anything else, but you learn. Yeah, you certainly see how much easier. I think.
Did you see the way he opens? I used to be the future president of the United States.
Exactly. But yeah, and Edwards is in. He hasn't announced it yet. He's going to announce it at the Ninth Ward. At a speech
for some strategery.
Well, it's his Two Americas thing. And
well, but he's been about poverty the whole time.
Well, and there's no reason. Right.
And that's really what Democrats should be about.
Right. It is so central to everything that he's been about for several years.
You until recently were below the poverty line. I'm technically, if my income was isolated by myself, I'd be under the poverty line. Right. Well, and a lot of people we know are,
and it's nothing compared to people that live in places like New Orleans,
or how horrible they are, how horribly violent they're getting now.
Well,
which actually Indianapolis recently has had this huge surge in murders.
Right.
That I guess the sheriff. Well, I guess that's another thing too. Is you hear the sheriff and the Monroe County, Marion County Sheriff and the Indianapolis Police Department were merging.
Yeah.
Into one giant
unit,
police, which kind of makes sense.
I don't know. I think it's sometimes it's kind of nice to have a couple
something to just check on the other.
Just I mean, maybe and somebody I don't know,
you can call if you don't want the police to
right.
come.
I don't necessarily know that you'd ever use it in that way, but just in case,
I understand what you're saying.
It's kind of nice,
But the problem they had was they couldn't communicate very well, and between they had redundancy, and they both. I mean, obviously they're both fighting like violent crime in Indianapolis too. So
right.
It helped if they could have better crosstalk and have databases.
Sure.
Common goals,
I think I'd be all for that stuff, but just I don't know.
Keep them independent.
Yeah, there's no reason
it's interesting.
Can't work together, but stay independent.
Marion County, which is where Indianapolis is one giant government.
Oh, it is Unigov.
Yeah,
that's always been the concept.
But the police force was one of the last things that wasn't.
Right. It is. Yeah. Well, and
school system isn't exactly, is it? Because
it's all townships under IPS out into basically until you get to the loop. So.
Right, but IPS isn't everything in
right
county.
Right, and there's a lot of private schools, a lot of Catholic schools, a lot of that stuff, in Indianapolis as well. But that seems to be about what we got for this one.
Yeah, it's kind of slow season for news.
Yeah, it's all the holidays and whatnot. The Hanukkah, the Christmas, the is it
Ramadan?
No, it's not Ramadan.
No.
There's
Kwanzaa, the made-up holiday.
Yeah, there's an Islamic holiday around this time of year too.
Is there?
I can't think of the name of it, so I'm sorry.
It's a month. There's got to be some holidays for a lot of things.
I'm not trying to offend the Muslims, I promise. But thank you for joining us. And
have a
enjoy
your holiday,
grand holiday season, and a fabulous New Year.
We'll probably be back in the New Year, would be my guess.
That's right. I would think so. With Josh
from the future.
That's right.
All right. Bye.
Later.